Good morning. Okay, so having trouble keeping up with the weekly tarots. So when I've been having an issue with that, I've been basically just posting a picture of the reading I'm doing and then giving the description, but I'm pretty sure half of you don't like to read and the other half doesn't like to watch videos, so one or the other. I'm not going to do both. I almost thought about doing just doing the picture and the description today, but it's so beautiful. We finally have some damn sun. I just needed to get outside, and so here we are. Today is June 18th. It is Monday. It's also my best friend's birthday. Happy birthday, Sarah! Love you. So we're going to do a special reading. I don't know if this is more for her or the general population, but let's see what's going on with people in the cards this week, or today anyways. What's going on? Sorry, that popped into my head. Somebody said something about me being slightly musical, and I like to say, like, I can't sing. Sometimes, I guess it depends. Here, it probably depends on the air quality. But somebody had posted something about it was a video of a guy with headphones on, and he's like, when he's got the headphones on and they're playing the music in the background, he's just giving it, he's just going for it and just singing with it, and then they take away the music and it shows what he really sounded like. I hope I don't sound that bad. But then it reminded me of an incident once. My best friend tagged me in it because I am famous for my headphones. Originally, it's that whole sensitive thing where, God, I just couldn't make it anywhere without somebody stopping me and having a talk for 15 minutes. So, you know, a 5-minute trip to town becomes an hour because you can't get away, and you can't be rude and be like, well, I don't have time, I gotta go, and what do you do? So I put my headphones on. I give you my little secret now because there probably isn't too many people that don't know. Most of the time there's nothing going on in my headphones. It's just so I can avoid the energies. And so my friend tagged me in that, and it reminded me of this one time. I was in my neighborhood, Black Sands, and I was walking home from a friend's house, and I had my headphones on, and some really good hip-hop songs came on, so I was singing, you know, loving the energy and just giving it. And in my neighborhood, I generally, like, I go out in the middle of the street at midnight, and I put on my headphones, and I sing at the top of my lungs, and I dance like nobody's watching, because nobody is. Frankly, they don't give a shit. And I did ask my neighbors, none of them ever heard me. So that means it's not bad, right? They didn't think there was like dogs howling or anything, right? But so I'm singing at the top of my lungs, and at the end of the road, right before I turned to my house, there were these two girls. I think they were like probably 8 and 9 years old at the time, and they're just looking at me. They're looking at me funny, but they weren't like covering their ears. So I take my headphones off and I greet them. Hey ladies, how are you doing today? And immediately one of them says, did you know you were singing real loud? I'm like, yes. So I think she got it, that I didn't care. No mention that it sounded shitty, so I must have been okay, but it was just probably alarming. She probably thought that I couldn't hear and was just, you know how it is when you have headphones, you speak louder because you have something in your ears. But nope, I was singing loud on purpose. Didn't care. Crack me up. It's been a lot of memes about headphones lately, actually. Oh, goodness. All right, well, throw it at me. Why don't you? And I'll recap these as I go. You know, one thing I noticed is that there's been kind of an alarming amount of reverse cards. I normally don't do reverse cards, but in the last couple of cases, I felt that I should have incorporated them, because as soon as I saw what they were and that they reversed, to me that means the opposite, or the lack of that action, or the lack of that feeling. So I rolled with it. And because now I'm finding if I just turn it the right way and do cards all in one direction, I started feeling guilty. So that was telling me that I was supposed to leave it exactly as it was. So I did. And it doesn't matter if we like the messages. The messages are what they are, right? This is the information you need to know, information that you need to be aware of. Oh boy. Okay, anything else? Got my 11 cards. Any additional information? Anything I need that will help me with whatever the outcome is? Nope. Oh. Yes, no, no. Additional information. What can I look forward to and help? What, no help? Guess advice is there. I haven't looked at the cards yet. Oh, here's one. Alright, so after shuffling the deck twice, only one card of aid came out. So let's look at what we've got. Okay, so what's representing you is the Princess of Swords. This is ideas. Now, there's some new information or a new factor that's going to be coming in with you. This is definitely recent, and it probably was as soon as like yesterday, Sunday, maybe Father's Day. A lot of us, holidays always tend to make people emotional. So some people may have realized some things yesterday, and I didn't, when I did the horoscopes the other days, I never remember my horoscopes. Like, people ask me, oh, what's going on today? I'm like, I don't know, dude, I did it like 2 weeks ago, I gotta go look. So I'm guilty of checking my own horoscope, but gotta do what you gotta do. I can't remember everything. My short-term memory sucks, but I can tell you what my my locker number, my student number from high school. Okay, can't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday, if I had breakfast. Anyways, so there's going to be some new information and new factors coming in. Your status is vital, but your status is about to be boosted. Ow. Excuse me. Okay, what is covering you? The Prince of Pentacles. Why are things moving so fucking slow? I mean, last week we were stuck. This week there's a little bit of momentum. I remember having the code of 789. Either it's probably today or tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, or whatever. Matters not. But the point is, we're all feeling stuck, and we still kind of feel stuck. There's a little bit of forward momentum. This card is slowly but surely. So there is progress, however slight, but it's really, really frustrating waiting. At this point, we're all waiting. We're not suspended, because there is a little bit of movement, and I kind of wondered that. The last two readings that I did, we were stuck, and I was wondering why the card, the Hangman, didn't come out, but it's because there is very, very minimal movement. Okay, that'll only come out when there's zero movement. There is a little bit of progress, albeit small. Okay, and what is helping or hindering you? The Queen of Swords. You're fierce, independent, standing in your feminine power, standing up for yourself, not taking any bullshit, tending to your own needs, and not putting your energy towards somebody else's. Okay, I can remember that from the horoscope. Basically, this is what we need to do. there's some freaky shit that's going on right now, and it's about to get a little bit freakier. Some of the people that aren't enlightened and some of the people that aren't doing the work are really going to give us a run for our money this coming week. And the thing that really sucks about it is, and of course I'm referring to the Neptune retrograde that's going to be coming up, but it's for 5 months, guys. So either you're going to be really spiritual and intuitive for 5 months, or you're going to be out of your fucking mind and be completely confused and completely lost, okay? So you need to foster your independence and take care of yourself, okay? You need to choose what you're going to devote your energies to, and hopefully it's to yourself, okay? Remember, you're not responsible for other people's feelings, okay? They have to work that out themselves. They are responsible for their happiness. So, your foundation here, we've got the Chariot, and that is determination, sheer force of will, wanting to aggressively pursue. You can see the finish line, and you know that's where you're headed. However, you know, the steps to get there, that's still being worked out. That's the slowly but surely, a slow climb up the stairs, but we're going up, right? Okay, so that's the foundation. You have a lot of determination, and whatever's going on in relationships or finances, you are definitely determined to work this out and to figure out how you can make things better and level up. There's been a lot of weird energy, confusing, restless, angry. The transits for this week, there's gonna be a lot of breakdowns in friendships, business relationships, love relationships, and just people in general. Most of your relationships, some of them are going to end. The ones that do not serve any positive purpose in your life. The family component, though, I don't know. You can just, it's kind of hard to just cut someone out of your life, but all you can basically do is have as little to do with them as possible, because when you can recognize that that person is having a problem, and then here you come around happy-go-lucky, it really pisses people off when you're happy and you're able to recover faster, or that you're able, the point that you can recover and they're still having a hard time. It makes people pissed off, and apparently I piss a lot of people off because I can handle these energies, get rid of them, and still be happy, and people just don't like that. Well, oh well, too bad, I'm happy. Suck it up. And in the recent past, we had issues, but this is what we've been working on the entire time, right? Self-sabotage, how we get in our own way. How do we get in our own way? A lot of it has to do with paradigms, shifting energies and shifting paradigms. People are realizing that the way they grew up does not jive with who they truly are, and we've been on this path of self-love and self-discovery, trying to figure out who we really truly are and who we really truly want to be, and what purpose do we want to serve, what is our purpose. And a lot of us have discovered that the blocks to our abundance and being able to move forward comes from within us. I'm noticing everywhere that a lot of people have blocks, and they're all coming up against me, which I'm not trying to be conceited or anything, but it kind of cracks me up, because they're like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and somebody told me something yesterday that they didn't believe in what I did, and don't talk to them about their transits and blah blah blah. And I just looked at them like this, and the immediate thought that came into my head was, I don't give a fuck. And it was really, really hard to sit there and listen and not laugh. I I swear to God, I just wanted to, I was clamping my lips together because I was going to blow and spit all over this person as I laughed, but I didn't because I knew there was more to the story. And then later on, it was, I hate you. So I realized that this person was hating that I was so happy at finding my true purpose and that I loved what I was doing. And I feel it made them angry because of my miraculous powers of regeneration and recouping. When like 4 days ago I was losing my shit and crying and just trying to get things in order in here, which I did, by the way. Obviously, I'm way better today. But so back to the reading. What's crowning you and what could be your alternate future if you decide to do nothing is you will just keep practicing and rolling and honing your craft and acquiring skills, biding your time, and paying attention to your universal cues as to when to act. Okay, in your near future. Five of Swords. God. Total misery, manipulation, defeat. Somebody is, that's the manipulation, the mind fucking. Okay, mind fuckery. No, we don't play that shit. Okay, because Queen of Swords is gonna come out up against this. You will lose. Somebody is trying to manipulate and control you. They're trying to exert some kind of control over you because they cannot control themselves. It is a reflection of what's wrong with them. Yeah, I'm sorry. Shaking my head, cracking up. Okay, people. whoever this is, they got another thing coming. Okay, so you're at your, oh my gosh, your environment. A lot of people are making decisions now, and I'm not sure what kind of decision it is. Whether it's to, actually I do. I think people have been trying to regain a sense of normalcy after having to move out of a situation, whether it was a job, a relationship, or just having to move locations. A lot of people have decided to just go ahead and do what they have to. There's no stopping life, regardless of how you feel. You still got to keep going and do your daily thingies and maintain responsibilities, chores, whatever you want to call it. Oh, fire ants. I hate fire ants. Okay, so this also represents you. Over here initially, as Aquarian, the first card, it represents you and how you feel about the situation. This card is supposed to represent how other people feel about you, but I don't know if people can see me as good fortune. Some of my friends say that they're lucky to be my friends, but I think I'm lucky to have them as good friends. That is my good fortune. So maybe that's what that represents. Maybe it is that feeling that people are inspired and feel lucky to have you as a friend. And it goes both ways, folks. The friends that you end up keeping this week, those are the positive ones, the positive forces in your life. Okay, so you both feel lucky to have each other. Okay, and this also signifies good fortune coming. So good fortune coming for you. Okay, and this time I didn't notice any reversal. So maybe, that forward momentum movement has done something. However, I did my own reading this morning and I had like 6 reverse cards. It was true. It was totally true. So kind of cool that it actually none of them came out reversed, because this morning I had most of my cards reversed, and I'm like, I hate the stuck energy. I'm being blocked. I'm being prevented. But I did not get the card of self-sabotage, so I know there's other forces in play here. I'm doing all I can to maintain. Okay, and what's your hopes and fears? Your hopes and fears are that there isn't any opposition, that nobody's going to try and block you. But we have here, we know that somebody will. We know that somebody will try, and it won't matter because you ain't going to take their shit. Okay? Just like that person that told me they didn't believe last night. And you're determined to keep your focus on what you're doing. Because honestly, we haven't had any focus with all the transits going on. There's been confusion. It's been hard to focus, the restless energy, but it's time to get that back. The Venus and the Sun being in Leo, we are all feeling more charged up. I feel good. I look good. Physically, even though my sleep was kind of disturbed, I actually feel really good today. And I have this app that does my biorhythms and gives me like planet transition times and all that. So last week it was really trippy, and I thought maybe something was wrong with it, because it was like down. The physical was down, and the emotional was down, and I can't remember what the third one is. I can't see it on my screen, but when I looked at it yesterday and today, everything's back up to 100%, and I watched it climb in the last couple of days. And it's funny because I can attribute, anytime I felt better, I would grab my phone and I would look at it, and it would literally show the percentage of emotional or physical health that I had. Okay, so we have here the final outcome. Consideration. You are a person in control of your feelings. And sometimes when you have that together with another card, it represents something else. But this careful consideration, you are the master of your emotions. And this is basically telling you that you're going to be keeping your shit in check, okay? Keep it together, folks. All right? You know what energies are possible. You know what to do about it. So when you feel them coming on, don't lose yourself, okay? Don't lose yourself. And also, too, that for wanting the forward momentum. Okay, that extra card that came out is the Princess Swords. This is ingenuity, fighting for an idea. So this completely falls in line. Somebody's coming up against you, opposing you, trying to block you, trying to manipulate you, trying to stop you from some kind of forward momentum, and you're just not having it. And you're gonna pursue. Gosh, yes, really, really good card. You're going to pursue, and you're going to be successful no matter what this person says. Okay, you deflect it, Wonder Woman style, and whatever you feel that way, I guess you need to deal with that, right? Because I've already dealt with my feels, and now I'm feeling good. End of story. I'm going to do what I want to do. I don't care. Okay? There's forward momentum, and we're going to come in quick, and we're going to come in fast. But, and we're going to be fighting